Alright, man, so here in Alabama, East Alabama, we got a high-ass water table, and when it rains a lot, I have water that comes out the ground. Like right here, this is about a month ago, month and a half ago. It rained for 3, 4 days. The water was coming out the ground right there for 5 or 6 days after it rained, So there's some more water coming up out the ground. So what I'm gonna do is install a French drain because I'm getting tired of all the water. I already installed this culvert and trenched that up there to try to catch some of the water and divert it off the road, but that's only for the water that's above the ground. That's not gonna divert water that's below the ground. So that's my $800 piece of pipe, which I still think is a little overpriced. But you can see this is after it rained. It's still dripping a little bit. And that's why there's still water coming out the ground. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about what I did to fix this right here. Cause this is the worst hole. It just comes out that hole for days, days. I mean, it'll rain for 2, 3 days. It'll be coming out the hole for like double the amount of time it rained, and it's just you know, causing havoc all over the place, messing up the road, wetting up the road, making everything muddy. And then, of course, I got the wrong dirt here, but you can see it's real mushy. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna fix this. We're not gonna try it. We're gonna fix this, and we're gonna fix it my way. Um, you don't have to do it the way I do it. I'm just showing you the way I fixed it, and this is how we getting down on the east side of Alabama, man. So yeah, it goes all the way down here. Completely has ruined the greenhouse, flooded this out. It's terrible, man. It's really terrible. So even when I fix this, I still gotta fix all that. When you got property, especially when you clear out your property. I just cleared this property out 2 years ago, so I'm still learning how the ebb and flow of things. It takes time, so it could be frustrating, but what you gonna do? Beat yourself over the head, man? Nah, you just gotta get with it. You just gotta get your mind right and just try to deal with the problem as the best as you can. Excuse me for all this stuff. That's a toilet I had to repair. You can see someone put a marker in it. I'm a working man, so there's gonna be stuff around because I'm working, and when you work a lot, you get tired. So that's where this is like the natural flow of the water. That's why I'm trying to build this drain and get the water back over here, because behind this bush back here, there's another stream that's always running, and this is pretty much the property line back here. So I'm just taking you guys back here so you can see. I want to get the water back over here because this is naturally where it like kind of sits in between the property. So I'm trying to get it. See, you see it flowing there. So I'm trying to get it back over there from out the ground, where it's coming out the ground, and I'm trying to get it into the French drain, into a pipe, back over here. But get it back over here with his friends, man. Get over here with your buddies and leave my driveway alone. So that's the goal, and we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna show you some footage of basically how it started. So I basically trenched this all out. um, I got some rocks. I don't really recommend the rocks I got. You're really supposed to get bigger rocks than what I got, but it's all good. So I'm putting a basin in there. Excuse me. Putting a basin in there to catch the water. Get it in the French drain. We got the geo textile fabric. Get it in the basin. And then we're going to get it into the white pipe. The white pipe's going to get it across the driveway and back over there where the culvert is dispersing water into. So this is after it rained one day when I was still working on it, and it's taking some time. And I actually did this wrong the first time. I put the pipe in, and I took it out. So as you can see, this is me. I took the pipe out because I put it in. The pipe was a little too high in the drain base, and I thought it would have worked out, but it didn't. So you got to learn. You see where I drilled the hole? I thought it would fill up to there, but it didn't. So we had to dig it all out, dig the trench deeper, drill the hole much lower than what you see on there. And yeah, we make mistakes, but when we make mistakes, we just fix them. This is the water that's coming out that hole again, but just inside the trench now. So what I come to realize is that water is not going to get into the French drain because it's not going high enough. So my idea, and some people may not like this idea, but guess what? I don't really care because you're not going to come on my property and work for free. Is I'm going to use my concrete mixer and we're going to put like a concrete flume on the bottom of the drain there. And then, oh yeah, well, you know, the thing locked up on me, so I had to spray it with some stuff, you know. The thing wasn't spinning, so that's why I'm showing that. I should have really explained that. But yeah, man, so that's what we did. We put a concrete flume, a concrete base on the bottom of the drain because I realized that water that trickles out of the ground is not going to get high enough to get into the French drain. Only the rainwater is going to get high enough to get the drains in. So I put a concrete base all in here, so when it's trickling out, see, I put a little PEX pipe so it could come up out the hole, and then it'll just flow into the concrete, and then the rain that comes down will go into the French drain when you get abundance of rain, especially since I have that container right there. So these are just some photos of that. I just put the little concrete foam. This is not thick at all. It's probably like an inch and a half, just so the water will not seep back into the ground. So that's really the final product. Put the rocks underneath the pipe because I want the water to flow. The water that does not get into the pipe, I want it to flow through the ground like an underground stream. We put the French drain in here. We put the rocks in there. Like I said, I probably should have used bigger rocks, but man, I got 2 deliveries of rocks and I obviously messed it up. You can see where I lowered the drain lower now. I put all the dirt back on there, put geofabric over the rocks, then put the dirt on there. And then actually this is from yesterday because it rained like a female dog. And you can see the water's flowing. The water's flowing underneath the pipe because right now it's not enough water in the pipe. That's just the underground water. You can just see it's just flowing now. It's flowing in the concrete flume. I will put concrete over here, but you can see it's flowing. So my idea worked because I was gonna post this video before it rained, and I know you got some naysayers that always want to say, oh man, that's not gonna work. But guess what? It's working. It is. You can see it's flowing, and it ain't coming out the pipe, partner. So the concrete flume is working. So we doing things. The indigenous, innovative, doing it your own way, man. That's what it's about, man. It's about doing things your own way, and as long as it works, man, forget what them people talking about, man. They not coming over your house to work for free. I'm not paying all these people to come over here. Half these people won't even show up when you're living in the country. And that wheelbarrow was empty yesterday, so it shows you the amount of rain we got. I covered the hole yesterday, and then that was the next day. That's how much rain we got. So I'm eventually gonna cover that up. But yeah, man, it's working. That's how I did my French drain with the concrete flume on the bottom. Man, it's indigenous living, man. We just trying to keep it moving, keep it improving, man, and stop losing, man, and be on the up and up, man. Stay blessed. Keep that thing lit for me. Thank you.